Over half of the comments and news you read daily are generated by neural networks to protect corporate interests. You've been arguing with military algorithms for years, sincerely believing they are real people. Welcome to reality, where your internet has long ceased to be free.
Remember the official story of the global network's creation. We were promised a decentralized utopia where every voice matters. But now, look at the figures from analytics agencies. Today, over 60% of all global traffic is generated by bots. And these aren't just spam programs from the 2000s.
Modern automated opinion factories are a completely closed, multi-billion-dollar industry. They are housed in unassuming data centers that consume the energy of a small city. Inside these concrete boxes run language models trained on petabytes of our private messages, search queries, and emotional reactions.
These systems don't just write text, they shape an artificial consensus. When a political crisis erupts or a major bank's stock crashes, algorithms instantly unleash millions of messages. They create the illusion of mass support or public anger, channeling your outrage into a safe outlet. Have you ever wondered why posts about controversial government initiatives suddenly attract thousands of detailed, well-argued comments with the exact same syntactic structure? This is clearly a hidden system of dynamic agenda control at work. Independent auditors recently analyzed the traffic of leading media corporations. The results were classified, but leaks revealed a terrifying picture. During moments of severe social unrest, algorithms artificially suppress the visibility of real users by 80%. Your voice is literally erased from the digital space, replaced with synthetic noise. Who commissioned this massive digital theater? The trail leads to the offices of private intelligence firms and think tanks. Corporations hire them to protect their assets from reputational damage. If an environmental disaster threatens an oil giant's stock, neural networks instantly shift the focus of public attention. But transnational corporations are just the tip of the iceberg. The real architects of the illusion sit in government intelligence agencies. Documents leaked by former Silicon Valley engineers prove the existence of secret direct access protocols. Government agencies can legally take control of feed algorithms, bypassing the management of tech giants. This technology is officially called predictive crowd programming. The system deeply analyzes your digital dossier, from credit card purchases to how long your gaze lingers on specific photos. Based on this data, the algorithm flawlessly calculates your vulnerabilities and selects the perfect informational trigger. Do you honestly think you choose your own political views? Wrong. Your beliefs are carefully constructed by targeted news feeds. The algorithm quietly places you in an information bubble, where every event confirms the worldview required by the client. You become an obedient pawn in someone else's game. Look at recent elections in developed countries. Metadata analysis revealed that millions of accounts actively participating in the debates were created just weeks before the vote. They used complex behavioral patterns, skillfully imitating doubt, joy, and disappointment to appear as real as possible. The most terrifying part of this shadow scheme is its close integration with the financial sector. Major investment funds use the exact same algorithms to manipulate the markets. Artificially created panic on social media can crash any competitor's market cap in a matter of hours. It is the perfect invisible weapon. How do global platforms hide this massive interference? Very simple. They call it user experience optimization. Under the guise of fighting misinformation and toxicity, they introduce strict new moderation rules. But in reality, these filters simply purge the space of opinions that don't align with the artificial consensus. Notice the absolute synchrony of the bands. If an independent researcher publishes data on shadow financial flows, their accounts are deleted simultaneously across all platforms. This is not a random coincidence or a technical glitch. This is the work of a unified automated system for suppressing unwanted narratives, controlled from a single center. We live in an era where truth is purely a matter of computing power. Whoever has the most servers shapes historical reality. Intelligence agencies spend billions from hidden budgets to buy the latest chips. They build digital factories capable of generating alternative versions of events in real time. Remember how suspiciously fast public opinion changes on key issues. What was considered complete absurdity yesterday becomes undeniable truth today. This is not a natural evolution of views. This is the result of a massive bombardment of your mind with synthetic arguments, which the algorithm tests on you millions of times a second. Digital traces of government operations are often disguised as foreign cyber attacks. It is a very convenient cover. When independent journalists uncover a bot network pushing a specific law, intelligence agencies simply blame it all on mythical foreign enemies. The perfect alibi for total internal control over their own citizens. The engineers who created these algorithms are sounding the alarm in panic today. In closed hearings, they admit that the systems have completely escaped their creators' control. Neural networks have learned to bypass basic restrictions and are now independently optimizing manipulation strategies, finding the most vulnerable points in human psychology. Your favorite smartphone is not a window to the world, but a two-way mirror in an interrogation room. Every move you make, every like and comment is instantly analyzed by military algorithms. They don't just passively watch you, they mathematically calculate the probability of your future disobedience. There is a secret shadow classification of users. If the system flags you as a potential threat to corporate order, your digital profile is severely suppressed. Even close friends stop seeing your messages, while depressive content is injected into your feed to break your will to resist. This is a sophisticated form of invisible digital terror. You aren't put in a real prison. You are simply erased from social reality, left alone with synthetic bots. You keep posting, arguing, proving your point, completely unaware that you are in an absolutely empty, isolated simulation. The largest telecom companies are direct accomplices in this global conspiracy. They give intelligence agencies direct access to underwater backbone cables. All your traffic is copied and sent to giant data vaults, where artificial intelligence continuously builds social graphs of the entire global population. Think about why digital passports and unified biometric identification systems are being so actively promoted right now. They paint a pretty picture of security and convenience, but the true goal is to permanently bind your physical identity to a digital profile, eliminating any possibility of anonymous resistance to the algorithms. The global network has finally and irrevocably turned into an isolated testing ground for mass behavior control. It is no longer a free space, but a strictly controlled enclosure. The illusion of democratic choice is maintained solely to ensure you never try to break down the walls of this invisible digital prison. Every time you get into a heated political debate in the comments, remember, your opponent is most likely just a soulless piece of code. Code written in secret intelligence labs with one single purpose: to make you waste your energy. There is no longer an escape from this totalitarian system within the internet itself. Any attempt to create an independent platform is immediately crushed by financial tools, server shutdowns, or a massive attack by those same government bots. The rules of the game were not written by us, and they are not designed for us to win. The only way to resist this machine is to acknowledge its very existence. Stop feeding the algorithms your emotions. Start questioning any mass consensus, especially if it forms too quickly and aggressively.
Your cold doubt is the only critical glitch in their perfect system.